you have awakened from sleep and have several questions and concerns. You wonder, what comes next? Where is my seat at the table? What should I right now be doing? And what is the Most High's real truth and instruction? How can I prepare for his exodus? And is anybody going to tell me how I can hear from him for myself? Well, let me tell you, I'm immensely joyful that you are here. I'm Charlene, and the Most High has sent me to share with you his heart, to bring spiritual clarity, correction, deliverance, and sovereignty. Our Father, Creator in heaven and earth, wants to teach us how to use his authority to accomplish the destiny he invested within us. As you well know, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High deliver us out of them all. He also redeemeth the mind, body, heart, souls, and spirits of his children, and none of us that trust in him shall be desolate. I invite you to participate in your deliverance so that you willingly obey the Most High without fear. And may the joy of our Father in heaven be our strength as we rise in obedient victory. Now this. Hi, Remnant of the Most High. Today is a very interesting topic that I'm excited to talk about, and that is support for this work that the Most High has placed in my hands to fulfill for him, for all of his children everywhere. And so when the Most High calls you to a work for him, he equips you, he prepares you, he teaches you, he trains you, and he guides you every step of the way. That is what being called, chosen, and sent means. That the one who is calling you, choosing you, and sending you, that's your guarantor. That is the one who is overseeing everything that you do. And so with this work here, with the Now This podcast, the Most High is the guarantor. And so when we come to think about how can we support such a work, if you feel in your heart, Father, this ministry here, or this great work, this young lady, this information has been transformative. And I want to sow in this good ground. This is what we've been taught, some of us, to sow into the ground and the source and the people that you are receiving from spiritually, that you're receiving help, knowledge, deliverance, whatever it is that they're bringing that helps your journey and your walk with the Most High. Many of us have been trained and have been compelled and programmed to support that work because we have been shown the receipts of the scriptures that have pointed to this. And so today, what I want to share, and this episode here will be a source of reference for this podcast as to how we will receive love gifts from the beloved children of the Most High who are just so thankful, so excited, so empowered by the move and the power of the Most High working in and through the Now This podcast. We are going to explain how you can support the work of the Most High, how your tithes come into play, and where your donations can come in. Because as we know, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. And what I want to share today, right off the bat, is for this work in particular of the Most High. He is the guarantor. And what that simply means that because he has called me, because he has equipped me, and he has and is yet training me, and he has sent me, He has also provided for me. And that which he has called me to do, he is the guarantor. He oversees everything, he directs, he instructs, and I simply obey. And because of that, he provides and makes the way. And there are many people who want to give back, who want to sow into the work that has helped to bring their deliverance, that has revealed the knowledge, the way of the Most High, his laws, his principles, his truths. Or we've been reminded of what we already known, but we were able to receive it into our spirit this time. Whatever it is that compels us to give, and even if we feel in our spirit that we want to do. We want to further the work of the Most High. We want to be a part of the great move of his spirit that has already been going forth. Then I'm here to tell you the perfect way to do that. And especially if you want to be plugged in with this great work here and then now this podcast. And in the past, many of us, we've come out of different organizations in our search to seek the Most High. We've come out of different affiliations. We want to know, where can we now sow the funds that we may have been using for those other organizations? We want to know, how can we make a difference? What is the perfect way that we can please the Most High and even store up our treasures in him? Because we know what you do for the Most High. That only is what lasts. And many of us want to store up. We want to store up. We want to further the work of the Most High while we have time, because time is running out. Time is running out. And we will not have time always to pour into the move and the work of the Most High. We want to know, where should I tithe go? And where can we donate so that we know we are truly helping people who are in need? And so what I want to share with you on today is something very, very simple. It is not a mystery, but in our world today, it feels like it is. And for this minute, I can only speak for myself and that which the Most High has called me to do. And no matter whether it's this podcast or anything else that he places in my hand, he is the guarantor. If he called me to it, he wants me to do it. He placed it in me before he sent me in my mother's womb. It was already predestined. Then, of course, he had provisions already set. Just like he had that ram in the bush waiting for Abraham. See, when he created all things, everything was already in place. The enemy of our souls know this. Our prosperity is already here. Everything we need to be successful in this life and to do the will of the Most High, it's already here. And as we walk out our life, we are supposed to come to each one of those helps, one of those prosperities, one of those provisions that the Most High has already set in place. But our enemies deceive us, trick us, and they steal them from us. But what I'm so appreciative of is yet another facet of our Father. He is unmatched, is he not? He is unmatched. When he created all things, he created all things. Everything that we have need of, it's already here. And it's not in the Mother Earth. It's not in any deranged personality imitating him, but it is in the Most High alone. See, he is the only one with the capacity, the depth, the breadth, the magnificence, the sovereignty to create everything in a beautiful created sequence that brings him the glory. And that is what we're here to do. And so because he's our guarantor, because if he sent us, we know that he has already made a way. It's already here. We only have to walk in obedience and faith and call it down to us. Simply ask. It is written, ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. We only have but to ask and to release what has already been provided. So all of our needs are met. Walking in obedience, pleasing the Father, Of course, we can ask what we will, and no good thing will he withhold from us who walk uprightly before him. It is written, and so it is done. And now our provisions are met. Our guarantor has guaranteed that we have all we need. Come on now. And now we can focus on those who are in need, where the enemy has stolen from them, tripped them up, right? Set out some pitfalls and dragged them down into it. Those of us who weren't aware, and we know how the Most High says, the widow and the orphan, look after them. He always made a way for the widows and the orphans because the fathers, they were the supporters of the families, which I like to call the kingdoms, kingdoms within the kingdom. We'll have to expound on that at another time. So we, with all that we want to do and pour back in, and from the increase, from the prosperity, from the praise and the adoration of the Most High and all that He's doing for us, it is but natural that we want to turn around and sow and then go water others to keep the move of the Most High going, to keep His light shining in this wicked, dark world. And we can do that. The best way that we can do that, beloved, the very best way is to find those amongst us who need help. That goes for you and that goes for me. Those of us who have fallen into the snares and the traps of the enemy and fallen upon hard times. These love gifts, all these means of support that social media has, they have all the gadgets, the buttons, the tools, the everything for people to collect funds and support and tithes. We out the church, but we still want those church tithes. Some of us have gotten the revelation of the Most High on tithe, and yet that's the very last thing we'll walk away from. If you want to pour into this work of the Most High, of the Now This podcast, find those that are in need right where you are and go to them if you can in person after you have sought the Most High and you have asked and inquired of Him, how, Father, these are the last days, how can I go and help those in need? Father, give me a plan. How can I do this, Father? Because our heart desire is to please you. Lead us to those that are in need. Because oftentimes, the ones who really need the help, need assistance, they do not look like they do. So this is why we need our Heavenly Father. We need His Spirit to guide us. And we need Him to direct our paths. Because this is an opportunity to store up treasures with our Father, treasures of obedience. So I'm going to go through some scriptures that point to our Father telling us what He feels about us taking care of those that are in need, those that are desolate, those that the wicked system of this upside down kingdom of darkness has backed them in a corner and is stealing all of their destiny, their stars, their virtue, and their glory from them. The Most High wants us to go and find them and see about them. It is written in Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 11, for there will never cease to be the needy in the land. Okay, I'm paraphrasing it. Therefore, I command you, you shall open wide your hand to your brother, to the needy, and to the disadvantaged in your land. This is what He says. If you want to prosper the work of the Most High, to further His will, and to let His glory continue to shine in and through you, beloved, this is the way that we go about it. See, those of us that He's placed things in our hands, He's our guarantor. If He called us to it, of course He's gonna finance it. Of course He's going to provide for it. So now what we do as the remnant, as the children of the Most High, we go out and do what He originally told us. For it is written, Psalms 72, chapter 72, verse 12 to 14, for He delivers the needy when they call. the disadvantaged, and those who have no helper. He has pity on the weak and the disadvantaged and saves the life of the needy from oppression and violence. He redeems their life. Precious is their blood in his sight. Is anybody picking up on the heart of the Most High? For it is written, Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17, whoever is generous to the needy lends to the Most High, and he, the Most High, will repay him for his deed. Come on now. I can't think of a better return than that. That's a guarantee that I can count on. The Most High is the only one we can depend on. Because what? He holds his words higher than his name. A lot of us can't comprehend what that means, but it's powerful, beloved. We can stand on that and continue to rise in obedient victory. Okay, here is some more instances showing us the heart of the Most High, because it is far better to be in his perfect will than his permissive. It is far better to walk in the light of what we know than in the darkness of what we won't let go. Little bitty things like this are what hold us back. If we're going to obey the Most High, if we're going to seek him, if we're going to prepare, okay, to go with him and live in his kingdom with his son, our king, then we need to get all the way in line with the will of the Most High. No half stepping, with our whole heart, with our whole heart. For it is written, Proverbs chapter 22, verse 9, whoever has a bountiful eye will be prospered, for he shares his bread with the needy. The Most High is constantly telling us that if we take care of those around us, he's going to take care of us. Those that are in need, beloved, not the ones in greed. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 31, for it is written, whoever oppresses the needy man insults his creator, but he who is generous to the needy honors our creator, the Most High. Now, what we're talking about here is how the Now This podcast will receive love gifts, support, tithe donations. The way that you can pour into this work of the Most High here is taking your prosperity and your provision that the Most High has given you, taking a portion of that and going out and finding those that the Most High is telling us to find. And Proverbs chapter 28, verse 27, for it is written, whoever gives to the disadvantaged will not want, but he who hides his eyes will get many a curse. Mighty Father, I don't see anything just yet about a church, about a school, about a cancer society, about a cure. I'm not seeing that yet. Let me keep going. Maybe I'll come across it. Let's step over into the New Testament. Acts chapter 20, verse 35, for it is written, in all things I have shown you that by working hard in this way, we must keep the weak and remember the words of our King. Now he himself said, it is more prosperous to give than to receive. And what I'm simply saying today, join me in giving to those that are in need. Go right where you are. The whole purpose for you being where you are, when you are, is to touch the lives that are around you. I find that when you do it in person, as much as is possible, it brings you such a joy to not put them on your screens and put your camera in their face and have them tell you their life story and let them know you had a vision last night and you just knew that you were supposed to meet them. How you feel about me meeting you here today? Did you know I was going to come here today? Did you know I was coming? Did you see me? Mighty God, when you were sleeping out under them stars, did you have any idea that I would be coming to you today? No, beloved, we don't have to do that. No, we don't. We simply should be the Most High. And of course, those who know him, we know he's a gentleman. We know he is sovereign. He needs no pretense. And therefore, we move in the spirit and the nature of our Father with loving kindness. And we go find those that are in need because they are all around. This upside down world has an agenda to target the people all over this world, to bring them to their knees so that they accept the fake, false solutions that are constantly coming down the pipeline from the very same people who created the chaos. But with our eyes focused on pleasing our Father, we could take all of our tithes, our love gifts, right? Our donations, and go and find these precious, precious souls. And I guarantee you, beloved, the Most High will guide you because it is his heart desire. They will be with us always because the kingdoms of darkness, they're constantly attacking the quiet ones of us in the land. They're constantly attacking, and we could be constantly loving and giving that which we do have to give at every opportunity we have to give it. Whether the Most High tells us weekly, bi-weekly, go out and find them. And you don't need to sit up there, contrary to what we've been told, and give them a sermon, keeping them hostage for however long you feel that they know what it is you want to tell them. But you can simply love them. Let them know they are loved. And there is one who can deliver them and bring them back from anything. He can reset their destiny, their star, their glory, their virtue. And he can return back to them everything that the cankerworm, the palmer worm, the caterpillar, and the other one, that they have eaten up his great army, which he sent. Why? Because we were walking in disobedience. We've all been there. So we want to go out, love on people. With loving kindness does he draw us. Loving kindness. And remember, in our doing, we are pleasing the Most High, doing that which he actually said. He actually said this himself. In Deuteronomy, we know that to be true. And in our doing, the Most High can continue to do his perfect work in and through us. And this is simply obedience in motion. So how you can support is to go out, find those. And if you can't, many of us are retired. There's some of us who are dealing with different things in our body that prevents us from going out. Again, go to the Most High, beloved, and ask him, Father, please show us the righteous, obedient sources of help that are out here truly taking care of those in need. The majority of the charities are liars, and they have stolen from people for many years, and they never give to those who are in need. Never. And if they do, they shame these individuals. They disgrace them, and they try to tie them in a system of continual failure. But that is the kingdom of darkness. We cannot expect nothing more. He has nothing more to give. Lucifer has nothing more to give. That's what he got, and he's perfected it. And the Most High has perfected his. So I just want to implore you to allow the Most High to tear down these fake, false narratives and let us put on the truth of our Father and walk therein. And we can please him as a result. Everything is cyclical in the kingdom of the Most High. It comes full circle. It ties back into his kingdom. And that is our desire. And so that is how you can support this work. Join me in going out and finding those that are in need, loving on them with a simple, whatever the Most High, gives to you, but a simple, I have just something for you today. The Most High, creator of heaven and earth, he loves you. And he is here waiting for you to trust him, to place your life in his hand, because he can restore you from any and everywhere that you have fallen. He can restore you back, and he can restore every good thing that you have lost. Most people will perk up when you meet a need. This is the whole point of the kingdom of darkness. They create pain points for people, and then they bring a fake solution that is truly a trap, ensnaring people even more. We see that all over. You name it, the system of the kingdom of darkness is continual failure upon failure upon failure. while making us think we are in succession of greatness, living our best lives here in hell on earth. Let us continue to align our life with the will of our Father, shunning, rebuking, renouncing, denouncing, and divorcing ourselves from all of the lies, the trickery, the stealing, killing, and destruction that we were a part of in the kingdom of darkness, and being open to the Most High, revealing his truth to us, and then humbling ourselves to walk therein. So with this podcast, the Most High is our guarantor. There is nothing here that we need. Thank you for your wonderful heart of compassion and giving. Write it down, put it on your calendar, and let's go to the Father and find the sources. Find these precious souls that are out here right in our communities and just love on them. And if we need to do it digitally, pray and ask the Most High to guide you, and he will. And that is what we do, to continue to walk in obedience so that our way stays straight and becomes straight. And everything that the Most High has promised, that is written, that has already gone out from him, it will be fulfilled and manifested in our life, which then helps us continue to walk in victory in him. Be encouraged, beloved. We are on a trajectory of incredible victory, and we're not stopping now. No. We're going to love on people along the way. Pray over them. We get in our cars and we driving off and we say, Father, deliver them, heal them, restore them. The Most High has given several of us even more means of aid and assistance and many ideas. And many of us have organizations already in place that we are giving to those in need. And this is a beautiful thing. No matter what it is that the Most High places in our hands, let us walk in strict, bold obedience unto him, and we will not fail, and we will not be made ashamed. Storing up those treasures while we have time, because the time is coming where we will not be able to. That's all that I have for you today, beloved. Until next time, remember, when we all get to the wilderness, what a day of rejoicing that will be. And when we all see our King, we are going to sing and shout the victory. O Most High and Sovereign Father, you who are the Most High, from whom all life flows, thank you for the privilege and honor to walk in your light. Please guide me like only you can. I come to you with my everything. I submit my will to your will. I was dead asleep, but you've awakened me to victoriously fight. I was lost, but you found me. I was blind, but now I see. I was afraid, but today I activate. Most High, in your name, by your spirit and on your authority, please continue to correct me, deliver me, fill me, heal me, comfort me, teach me, equip me, and send me. I shall go forward and recover all. Let's go.